Hey everyone, it's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO. Welcome back to the channel for another Friday Grixis Control main series MTGO League. Last week we played with 2 copies of Fire Covenant, and that was pretty fun. I'm going to keep 1 copy in the sideboard for this week, and hopefully we'll run into energy this time. Who knows? I really do like the theory behind this card, and like I think I've mentioned the last 2 deck techs, sweepers are kind of situational for Grixis control since we do want to build out our boards, hit for 1 each turn with Baleful Strix, get that incremental advantage over time. So casting a sweeper could very well undo a lot of our hard work. That being said, the energy decks and quite a few other decks, probably like Eldrazi and stuff like that, go so wide that it's really impossible to 1-for-1 them if all their cards are making at least 2 bodies, like a Ajani, Ocelot Pride unchecked. Most of the time we're able to address Ocelot Pride, but in those scenarios where we're not, it's really easy to fall behind. So Fire Covenant does seem like one of the best options for a sweeper in Grixis control, and I'm going to retain it for this week. And because I like putting this art in the thumbnails, it works in a lot of situations. I'm also playing a copy of Hexing Squelcher this week. I did not really properly represent the card in the Lorwyn Eclipsed release week video. I failed to mention that it is one-sided. Spells you control cannot be countered, which makes it a pretty potent tool in any scenario, or matchup rather, where you're going to be getting into counterspell fights that don't also include Veil of Summer. So stuff like blue-black tempo, really any blue matchup that's not Sneak and Show, Omnitel, stuff like that. Storm doesn't play counter spells, but they play Veil of Summer. Does not apply. All the same, I might bring this in against Storm just because I like having a Grizzly Bear in that matchup. It's probably better than Shieldred's Edict. There actually might not be room in the sideboard playing against Storm. That's irrelevant. I want to try this card out again. That's not even all the text on the card either. It gives all creatures you control Ward pays you life, which when you're evaluating this deck like a burn deck, as Bosch and Roll famously pointed out, it's pretty nice. We tend to have things that people want to remove, like Orcish Bowmasters, Loch Mare, Barragoyf. The ward that this provides is far from trivial. In the main board, we're sticking with the Loch Mare for another week. I do miss Murktide Regent. There are a lot of scenarios where I'm missing Murktide Regent, but Loch Mare has been performing well. And in terms of blunt objects, it really doesn't get better than Murktide Regent because it's blue. For the moments, it feels less than elegant, and you want to pitch it to Force of Will. It's super efficient. It's not quite Gurmag Angler levels of efficient, but it's pretty close. And it hits really hard. And we have cards that can internally scale it, like Snapcaster Mage, Cling to Dust. It's just kind of the perfect card for the deck if you want a blunt object, but sometimes you don't. So I'm experimenting more with Loch Mare in this format that is trending towards us wanting to be more of a card advantage deck. We have to outlast energy and blue-black tempo. Those are the 2 matchups I'm mainly thinking of. Beanstalk, that's kind of out of the question. At that point, we do want to take a much more aggressive stance, but you can't always do that against blue-black tempo and energy, so I'm trending towards Loch Mare over Murktide Regent as of late, and we'll stick with that. Channel news, there's not too much going on. The Legacy Showcase Challenge is this Sunday at 7 a.m. I have 69 qualifier points, so I'm certainly able to enter. Unfortunately, I work pretty late on Saturday nights. It's also Valentine's Day, so probably a pretty busy night. But I'll do what I always do. I register before I fall asleep, just in case I sleep past the start time of the tournament. Because I'm not using these qualifier points for anything else. They used to let you play Vintage Cube with them sometimes, but they don't really do that anymore. So yeah, I just register no matter what. If I happen to bolt up at 7 a.m. feeling super locked in, I'll give it a shot. If not, I'll sleep in, I guess. All right, I think that's it for this week. Pretty short intro. If you'd like to support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Link to the Patreon is down below. Lowest tier is $2. You get a whole nother league of content every week, access to the private Discord. $5 tier opens up DM coaching, donation bonus leagues. There have been some really good ones recently, so if you have a deck you want to see me play, check that out. Top tier is currently full, but if one-on-one live coaching is something that interests you, just contact me and we can work something out. If none of that is feasible, like, comment, subscribe. It's completely free. We're inching towards 2.5 subs, which is really exciting. We're at 2.3 right now. I think a little higher. Cool. All right, let's jump in there. Grixis Control back for another week. Welcome to the league, everyone. I don't really want to keep this hand. My opponent's keeping 7, so it's really a shame. I have 1 castable. I'm on the draw. No, let's throw it back. Yeah, this is better. I'm going to really count on Kaito recouping this mulligan, which I think means I'm just pondering on turn 1 for land blue card, forcing whatever they do. I wonder if that means I need to actually bottom this Badlands. That's really risky. Maybe the ponder's a luxury. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Mountain. Goblin Guide. Oh, crap. There is an actual argument to force this. Like, a quite good argument to force this. I can't. We're gonna force a Fire Blast. Bolt? Brainstorm. Alright. Mulligan Bug, I guess. The fact that this is gonna deal 4 to me, though, at least, is very bad. We're gonna get basics in this matchup. I think it's Burn. I don't really know what else it could be. Oh, that's a good draw. I want that Baragoyf quite badly. I sure do. And I'll have, I guess, Goblin Guide just draw me through all those lands. I just need to survive to turn 4 pretty much, because not only do I need Baragoyf to resolve and survive, but it needs to attack. I can't do anything about that, so that's not good. This Brainstorm is, like, somewhat likely to hit a Lightning Bolt, but I'm just going to play Baleful Strix, I think. They don't want to trade with that, but also it's really... It'd be great to get Artifact in the graveyard as well. God, these Force of Wills are killing me. I'm hoping they just send with both in an effort to push damage and just kind of know that Force of Wills like not even that great matchup. It's pretty bad, in fact, but we'll see. They might just remove the Strix. Pump in the Knight. Oof. Okay. A lot of bolts going on here. No attack with the Squelcher. Thoughtseize, I don't really want to cast that. Hope they can't deal 11 damage. It's kind of going to be the goal here. Speaking of which, do I want to take 1 right now? No, I think if they're going to deal 2 to me with the Price of Progress, I'm going to have them, yeah, spend their mana on that. Great. Baragoyf is unbeatable for burn. I guess if they had 2 bolts, they could have bolted it twice. I'm glad that didn't happen. Hexing Squelcher. You know, I like having Grizzly Bears against burn, and I also like not having to worry about Red Blast, and I like not... And like burn is often just a race, so I mean, this could work for me too. Not to mention, I already have stuff I want to cut, like Reanimate and Thoughtseize and Narset. I want FP. From the Catacombs, I think would probably be the next thing. I don't think Fire Covenant is really advisable here, but we're really just looking for Cling and Baragoyf. Those will be the most important ones. Could also be Opposition Agent. Flash on your threats is very good. It's super good. Maybe From the Catacombs is a bit of an ask. Although if they're planning on flashing back Bump in the Night, clearly they are foreseeing these games going pretty long. That's always been the tension with Bump in the Night. I talked about it in my Blue-Red Burn video, but my coworker and I talk about burn a lot at work, and Bump in the Night seems great. It seems great to have another Lightning Bolt in your deck, but the flashback, is it really worth going into black for something you're never going to do? Alright, I can't keep this hand, but it's perfect. It just needs a frickin' land. Bottom of the Undersea Sewers. If they go Goblin Guide on 1 and unmulligan me, that would be solid. Something's happening. Yes. It's Orcish Bowmasters. Alright. Well, probably interested in getting one non-basic here. Can also use Brainstorm to have Goblin Guide get me a land if I felt like using my left hole as a resource. But that's probably not wise. Slickshot Show Off kind of makes it even more enticing though. Although I still need to hold my mana up is the thing, so I mean, never mind. Okay, that's cool. I guess, yeah, I think I'm bolting the Show Off here no matter what. And I think I'm playing Bowmasters next turn almost no matter what. Taking 2 is rough. That was a good draw. Okay, your turn. They know about these Bowmasters is the thing, so like, I don't know if they're gonna attack. We'll see. I mean, I would too. Kind of sad to shuffle those Bowmasters away, but what can you do? Alright, we'll ping there. And then we want to put creatures in the graveyard. So I am going to block with the Bowmasters. I don't really think they're like a card drawing deck. It's not really something Burn does. Bolt Wave, Lava Spike, ouch. Alright, play Baleful Strix. I figure I afford myself one more turn with this Force of Will. And then I probably need to Brainstorm and really look for either a Fast Clock or Cling to Dust. Or another Force of Will, I guess. They're holding. It's a little suspicious. Edict. May or not be good. Cast Brainstorm. Look for Kaito. Don't hit. Put 2 lands back. Flash creatures are nice. Alright, send for 2. I definitely have a goal to invalidate Price of Progress. Like if their hand is 4 Price of Progress, that'd be pretty nice, right? Hexing Squelcher, you got it. Swiss Spear, you... I'm going to Edict right now. Delaying my clock does not feel great though, and getting hit for 1 is actually kind of a nightmare. Because now I need to force a bolt. It's not somewhere I wanted to be. And I feel like they have Fire Blast. There's just a long suspicious pause there. And another one here. It just feels like they have Fire Blast. Yeah, they have Fire Blast. Okay. Well, Force of Will that. Pitched Baleful Strix. They could have done this with the Edict on the stack and had it be uncounterable. That would have put me in a bad spot, yo. Alright, let's get an island here. At 4. Can't really do much. I need some life gain. Brainstorm, please. Okay, I mean, we're gonna do it, okay? Somehow we're gonna do it. I think casting Nimble Obstructionist is most important this turn. Do I need to attack with Strix, that means? I don't think I'm allowed to. Because I can't lose to like a bolt off the top. I need to fade for like 2 turns. Because I can win in 3 turns. I need to act like these are trading. Unloading these bolts will not be easy. If they do something off script like bolt my Strix, I'll just bolt the Swift Spear. I think that'll actually buy me some time. Oh, okay. Huh. Now I think I need to bolt this. They send with both. Now I'm wishing I had the Bowmasters in my hand, which I should have anyways, because I can't cast both bolts. So that was really silly of me. I'll just straight up lose to Fire Blast. Although I should probably stifle that, right? Yeah, I should. Turns off some things they could draw. Turns off Fire Blast. I don't know. It makes sense to me. Okay. We are in the business of maximizing damage here. I need to fade 1 turn, and I think we got it. Okay, they did not bolt the end of turn. I think we got this. Oh god. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Do you have Fire Blast? Oh, okay. That scared me. Alright, bolt you. Attack. I like it. Bolt you. Alright. First game was just Baraglyph. Second game was much scarier, and I'm hoping that Nimble Obstructionist line made sense to everyone. Welcome back for round number 2. We defeated Burn in an exciting display last night, and now we're back at it again with an extremely fair hand. We'll see what happens. Opponent kept 7. That's a scrub land. No. No! No! It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna bolt this right now. It's kind of rough being on the play in this matchup, though. I feel like I have less cards than I should. Hey, that could be pretty good. Maybe I can just keep them off their second mana at a crucial moment. If I can get my own engines online. Like, if they want to try and bowmaster me, play a fetch land and pass, and I stifle the fetch land, that is something that Nimble Obstructionist can do on the play that is quite good. Wasteland, draw a card. If it's a fetch land, so I guess it's kind of a reverse Wasteland in a weird way. But they have Karakas. Another God of Souls is rough. No Ocelot Pride. I will Surveil now. Loch Mare. I feel like having powerful cards is going to be kind of important. So I will keep that. Send it back. They don't have any red mana right now, which are their scariest cards, like Amped Raptor and Goblin Bombardment. Wasteland. I could stifle that as well, if I thought it was important. I guess having this mana is pretty good. If they want to Bowmasters or expose Bowmasters in response to this, that's also fine. I'm just taking my 2-for-1 here, moving through my deck. Keeping my mana development. This might not end up being all that impactful. We'll see. Okay, this is actually kind of working out, because now their Bowmasters are exposed. Lightning Bolt would be an ideal draw here. I don't really appreciate the Guide of Souls Bowmaster synergy, though. Cling to Dust. It's okay. But, like, are they really going to want to Source to Plowshare as a Baleful Strix or something? I don't know. Tapping out is always scary. But if Strix or my draw step come up with Bolt or Force of Will, that would be nice. More Bowmasters, okay. I don't think it's good enough. I think this thing will become a 3-4 next turn. Play Strix. Ponder. We've gotten plenty of 2-for-1s, but we haven't quite ground this game out yet. Oh no. They might be getting their red online now. Yep. Yep. Everything is bad that can come out of this. Ocelot Pride's pretty bad. They're gonna go pretty wide here. They might send with the army, and I'm gonna have to block with Strix. No, they don't. Yeah, I'll double block. That's fine. Alright. Don't love that. Really don't like that. I would like a Lightning Bolt. Cast Ponder. Brazen Borrower might have to do in a pinch. I like to reanimate too. Even though I shouldn't really be in the business of using my life total too much, I think it is super efficient right now. Take out the Ocelot Pride, and then if I have to reach for Brazen Borrower, I will. They're at 24. That's the other thing I really dislike about Guide of Souls, is that it makes life difficult. Maybe I'm supposed to get Guide of Souls. I have Bowmasters too. Can gain me life. I don't know. That doesn't seem quite right. I think I'm going to play Control here. But it would have been nice to find a way to deal with this thing. What I'm hoping they do is just like dump onto Amped Raptor, and then I can Bowmaster it in response. That's what we're hoping for here. But we know how this ends. Like, once they get like a Johnny or Goblin Bombardment, it's... I don't have enough engines in place, and they've gotten well out of burn range, so it's going to take a little bit of a miracle to win here. I needed Force of Will at some point, and the leeway to, like, invest this Loch Mare, something like that. Another Bolt would have gone a long way, I think. Another Amtraptor. Oh, I don't like that. It's so rough. Johnny, no! This is what I'm talking about. Just like every single card is such a problem. Like, I can't beat this. But maybe I can time them out. Oh, shoot. They're going to combat. Alright, we'll do what I said we would do when they do that. So that all went according to plan, which is great. We got a little bit of their energy gone. They still have 6 energy somehow. I can block this cat token, but it would flip a Johnny. I think that's going to have to be fine, because it actually gives me a chance to like not have to deal with this Caracas situation. Are they going to play around a Lightning Bolt and not even flip a Johnny? No. Well, I don't have it, unfortunately. And now somehow I have more creatures than them, but that can change pretty quickly. Please, please activate that. Cabal Therapy, I doubt this will hit, but they might flash it back for Loch Mare. They got 1 card left. We're so close to grinding this out. What's my next card? Bowmasters? It's like not impossible. It's really not impossible. It's just unlikely. Well, first there's Brazen Borrower, and then Bowmasters. This doesn't feel impossible, I will say. Are they going to take Loch Mare now? I'm glad they're doing this. Yep. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Might even be able to take one of their tokens for free here. Let's attack Ajani. Oh, hold on. I need to be more aggressive. Although, that Guide of Souls trigger, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I think I can just do this. I'll have to take a little more punishment, but they're just going to block with a Cat Warrior. Alright, I'll shoot Ampharaptor then. Cling the Wasteland. Cast Bowmasters. Take out Ampharaptor. Take the token for free. And now I have a Brazen Borrower, uninterrupted. Although I might have been able to get them to block with Guide of Souls that turn if I was more aggressive. Everyone says cheese. It's a hard fight. It's a hard fight. Ah, crap. It's so crazy how just like this freaking card is such a problem. At least it's not red. But yeah, they might Guide of Souls onto itself, and am I just bouncing it with that? I guess I can bounce this now, and it's kind of a wash. Now they have multiple legendaries in their hand. Not great, but I mean, it's something. And they didn't activate it yet. I need this thing gone. It's gained them like 1,000,000 life. And now Bolt won't do it. Kaito. Alright. I will get some Bowmasters back. I want these Bowmasters back. Alright, we'll ninjutsu. And I assume they're not going to transform. Oh, they do, okay. Nice, nice. Well, I know they have a Najani in hand. I think what I do now is 0, try and look for a land. If I can untap with Kaito, I think I'll feel pretty good. Or wait, do I just -2 on Guide of Souls and hope they don't rip Bombardment? I also kind of validated the, you know, the thing in their hand, the legendary in their hand. But I wouldn't have to, like, mess around not removing cats. Yeah, I'm tapping this down. If it's Amped Raptor, I can shoot that in response. But yeah, Goblin Bombardment would be rough. Drawing a card. I think I'm casting Bowmasters in response. Because having a big creature sounds really good. Maybe I just screwed up, though. I just kind of broke my own rule, didn't I? Now they can go Amped Raptor. Okay. I mean, like I said, this is not great. Like, this Caracas Ajani engine is completely bonkers. But I still have this ridiculous 5/5. And they're gassing up the cats. They're gonna swords my 5/5. Okay. I can live with that, I suppose. Bolt. Alright, yeah, let's bolt a Johnny. And then attack a Johnny. They're blocking. It's not surprising. Alright. Send it back. I'll either draw a card or play Brazen Barber. Probably play Brazen Barber. Try and get that thing through. They'll do that. See if I can attack this thing off the field. Maybe drawing a card will be more important. See what they do. No effects. Alright. Johnny down. Draw a card. I think I'll take Baragoyf and Kaito. Play Tamiyo to block. And Baragoyf to terrorize the ground. They'll bounce Tamiyo. And now they might devote some effort to defeating Kaito here. But yeah, I guess if they miss on that draw step, I have a lot going on the ground. Oh, not sure how I did that one, but now I got Fire Covenant from the Catacombs. FP. What else? Thoughtseize does not seem great. I barely had time to escape Cling to Dust, since I had to spend pretty much all of my mana and resources trying to keep the board under control, or some semblance of it. I feel like the board was never under control. Narset. Also, I just completely had Caracas blindness in that last turn there. I don't know why I thought Tamiyo would be able to jump block for Kaito. Oh, but that's right, I was drawing Kaito, another Kaito next turn. Yeah. I know what I'm trying to do, but I'm not narrating very well on top of it. Tamiyo is so good. Like, they have a lot of 1-power creatures, like so many in fact, that I don't think you can side it out even though they are a Caracas deck. I think you can side out Baragoyf though, because it makes Swords to Plowshares pretty good. Oh yeah, I can trim up Badlands on the draw. Between Loch Mare and Baragoyf, I don't know, maybe their swords will be kind of overtaxed. Well, they have Bowmasters too is the thing, so their swords are not really that overtaxed. I'm just going to trim the Thoughtseize. Having bombs is good. And it feels better to force to protect a Baragoyf than to force like a Guide of Souls or something. This is a begrudging keep. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't think it is actually. Yeah, it's better. But I do have to bottom a land. Gotta keep up and all that. We meet again. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage, nice. Alright, bolt that. On site. Wasteland. That's not good. No follow-up. I need a land now. Cling is a redraw. Kind of like inferred the first game, like I don't really care if this baits out Bowmasters. I think that's pretty good, in fact. Ajani, that's a problem. Let's Fatal Push before Caracas is online. Hopefully I hit a land here. No, but I do hit Reanimate. Can't really reanimate Ajani in good conscience. I could reanimate Guide of Souls, but I'm just gonna really try and hit a land here. No, I hit Force. Damn. Well, it's not often that Wasteland is so effective against us, but I guess it happens sometimes. Thoughtseize, yeah. Taking Force. 3 cards left. So close to grinding this out. Just need a frickin' land. Amped Raptor. Hopefully this hits like Red Blast or Swords. Hits Amped Raptor, that's not good. It's a lot of energy. Just really need a land. Could really use a land here. Shouldn't be that hard. God damn it. I'm not gonna block yet. Wasteland, yep. Alright, it's not too late. There we go. Took a minute. I think I'm gonna get this Guide of Souls value guaranteed. And yeah, they will swords. Makes sense. Alright, shoot a raptor. Send it back. They do not Bowmasters on the end step. It's pretty good news. Voice of Victory. Card's pretty good. No attack is really interesting. Underground Sea. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna snap push the voice because it combos really hard with well, a lot of stuff, frankly. The Wasteland, that's fine. Deck doesn't need a lot to operate. Then again, neither do we, unless I'm ripping like from the Catacombs, I guess. Snapcaster Mage is one of our higher mana plays, and I just got that out of the way, so. Ocelot Pride. That one's pretty scary. Still no attack. Alright, Bowmasters is a good draw. Land is fine. Cast Ponder. Yeah. I think I will take the Barrowglyph. Maybe not the Edict. Gonna try and dodge Thoughtseize for one turn here. And I think they will proactively cast Bowmaster, so I don't need to worry about the Edict right now. Land. Alright. Maybe they won't proactively cast Bowmasters. Let's go Edict non-token. Okay. So they drop Raptor. I draw a land, which is good for Cling to Dust, but in the effort of getting around stuff like Thoughtseize or making like Thoughtseize a bad draw for them, let's just cast Barrowglyph right now. They probably have like a Static Prisoner or Swords to Plowshares or something, but not yet. Hexing Squelcher, you got it. Now we can start kind of terrorizing the board here with Barrowglyph. Land. They could trade everything for Barrowglyph, and that would be fine by me. But instead they're going to chump. Beautiful. I'm not going to play this out. Just in case their last card's a discard spell. They might have been holding it. Red Elemental Blast. Yep. If they attacked with Pride, I think I would have double blocked. As it stands, I am going to double block here. Because giving everything Ward pay 2 life is pretty rough. And now I guess I'm going to ask them if they want to block with Ocelot Pride or let Barrowglyph get in and possibly just find Bowmasters on its own. Okay. Yep. Let's take it out right now. Now I'm feeling pretty good. Ajani would be rough, but yeah, we got there. Oh, crazy. I felt very much like I was going to lose in game 1. I think a lot of game 1 against that deck comes down to deciding what trades, or sacrifices even, they don't even have to be trades, are acceptable until you can just hold out. If you can hold out long enough, you might be able to win, but that's not really true in the traditional control sense because their endgame engines are better than ours in game 1, be it Ajani Caracas, Ajani Planeswalker, Goblin Bombardment, Voice of Victory, Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, City's Blessing. So yeah, it has to be a really crafty mix, which is why I was like, I'm not going to win. They've gained so much life off Guide of Souls, but also they can tend to have poor top decking since, well, they don't get a lot of card selections, so yeah, we got lucky. What's up, everyone? Let's go for round 3 here. Hand is pretty good. I don't dislike it. Opponent's keeping 7, so I'm glad I get to keep this hand. Caracas? No, not again. Champion of the Parish. Well, I would love to hit that with Bowmasters. Oh, Chrome Mox, okay. There's a Thalia under there. There's a second champion. Alright, I think I'll let this resolve. I'll bolt that one, and then Bowmasters that one. I'll probably just force whatever they do, as long as they don't play 2 Humans. We should be okay. Kolgon's command is awesome. I'm gonna get basic Mountain. I don't need to do this right now. What am I doing? Well, it's a weird thing to do. So yeah, we'll just do weird stuff. Maybe they'll think like, did they mean to do that? Just don't want to see more 1-drops. Like if they cooled on the 1-drops, that'd be nice. Okay, this is good. Thalia. Well, now I'm kind of thinking like that will always be bowmasterable. So now I don't even think I need to force this. It's a bummer if they play another Caracas though, but I think I'm just gonna have to think that's a good exchange, honestly. It's a bit of a wash too. I'll either take 1 damage from the Force of Will by paying 1 life, or 1 extra damage from the Champion of the Parish. Not a bad draw. Yeah, I don't need to expose my blue source yet if they do have Wasteland, so... Oh, I need to do this now. Can't let them untap with Caracas. Silly me. They didn't play a land. I feel like they have Wasteland. Kinscare Sentry. That is not a human. First strike, lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to force. More than happy to trade these 2 for champion. They don't take it. Well, okay. I guess I'll just Kolaghan's Command, blow up their Chrome Mox. First strike and lifelink is pretty nasty. Next turn I can Edict and probably start pushing damage. Cavernous Souls, that's pretty scary. Human, oh god. Urge Nan Dramoka Warrior. When it enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and whenever you attack target creature with a 1/1 counter on it, gains first strike. And then it gets double strike if it has more than 1/1 counter. That's crazy. Why are these cards so good? They're going to target champion with everything. I think that's fine. Only problem is they'll definitely sacrifice this and not champion, so I might have screwed up at some point. Cling to Dust is not bad. Let's brainstorm. I need to fix my hand. It's not really doing the right things right now. Bowmaster is cool. Put back Narset, and Force of Will would probably be the responsible thing to do, but I feel like I kind of want it. So, well, I'm not about to have no blue card as well, so yeah, whatever. It's a little risky. It's Island Cycle, get a basic island. Could get Volcanic Island. No, it's fine. Alright, let's Bowmasters, because that is also a legendary creature. Can't have them Caracasing here. 1 card left over there. Can we grind this out? I will hit for 1. Here at 19. I think I would have been more inclined to keep the Narset and the Force if they didn't have Cavernous Souls. I think I'm taking 4 here. That might be really silly. Ooh, Nimble Obstructionist. Plays Baleful Strix. Bowmasters is nice. Swing out. No Felia. Esper Sentinel. I mean, this usually works out pretty well for me. They don't get to choose. They just draw a card. It's a little cavalier, but also, like, I don't know. Yeah, giving them a card is a little cavalier, but also having a big creature is nice. And by big, I mean 3/3, I guess. Alright, we did it. We defeated the champion of the parish. Nice. Crush. Kaito. Activate. Yeah, I'll take Force of Will, but not Brainstorm. They have some stuff that are not human. Like, if they play any creature that's not a human, I can just force that and probably have a game-winning attack next turn. Hey, Fire Covenant? I think that's going to be pretty good. FP, pretty good. Really good, actually. From the Catacombs, probably need something like that to grind this out eventually. The raw statage on Baraglyph seems pretty good. Thoughtseize seems very bad. Although it could be nice to gain some information. But on the draw, I think I'm fine going without it. I think I'll trim a Force of Will too. I don't know how cavern forward this is, and like, you don't want to lose all your Force of Wills against an aggro deck on the draw. Narset doesn't seem quite right. Reanimate seems good. They'll probably have some very cool, efficient, powerful creatures down the curve. Like that Dramoka warrior. Although you don't really want to reanimate legendary creatures because of Caracas. I might talk myself out of it, but also having access to 1 mana Bowmasters is very powerful. Meltdown, I don't really like fighting their mana, even though it turned out to be like decent that game. Actually, that's debatable. We might have not done all that much to destroy that Chromox. It might have been better to have them discard, honestly. Cutting a land is probably fine, but I think I'm just not going to do that. I feel a little different today. I wouldn't be like entirely surprised if this deck had Aether Vial, and if it turns out they're like Aether Vial, Chromox, really big on that, you could consider a Meltdown, I suppose. Yeah, this hand is great. It kind of needs a Fatal Push or a Lightning Bolt, but that's a 6-outer to make the Snapcaster Mage good, is what I mean. And yeah, I think we'll be fine. Plains, Chromox, Thalia under there again. This is a Deja Vu situation. There's Thalia. As long as they don't get a 1/1 counter on this, reanimate. Okay. Let's play this island. Nothing to note that Chromox. Oh crap, Caracas. That's not good. But yeah, their Chromox and stuff cost 1 now. Shoot, Caracas. Yeah. There's the Kinskir Sentry that has first strike and lifelink. Pretty rough. I'm certain they'll play around Bowmasters too and not tap the Caracas. See if I can overcome this. Ooh, Lightning Bolt, that's good. I think I need to bolt this thing. It's pretty scary. And this is on attack, so I mean, we gotta do it soon. Champion of the Parish. Please don't play another human. Zach Fair, that's a human. Shoot. Yeah, they're going wide as heck. Good synergy with Caracas. We'll figure this out. Or we won't. And then we'll go to game 3, I guess. I could reanimate that too, I suppose. Okay, they're going to give that indestructible, so there must be something in their hand they want to cheat in, I suppose. I have Sights on Thalia now. Either that or they really value this lifelink here. Oh yeah, that's, shoot, that's a Thalia's Lieutenant. Yep, I don't think we're going to survive. Ponder. There's no time to do that, really. Can I beat any of these things? Not really. That's a 4/4. I'm well aware of the champion lieutenant interaction. Yeah, this would be entirely different on the play, but, you know, we're not on the play, so what can you do? That was my chance to beat Thalia. Oh, Lord. That is insane. That was a good draw. I'm definitely taking that thing out. And then I'm just probably just trying to survive as long as possible. And they've put their counters, they've distributed their counters in a way that makes it impossible to profitably block. So we're just going to try and absorb as much damage as possible here. Blocking champion. Oh yeah, duh. That was dumb. That is a legend, but at least they don't get... I think I still had to do that to survive, right? Because the Crazy Man can put it right back in. Let's just go to the next game. I screwed up. Alright, we got aggroed. Yeah, Force Will would have been pretty good there, it turns out. Even though I'm on the play now, I think that's fine. Kling's a little slow. Maybe From the Catacombs is a little too slow for the matchup. I think I misread it. It is like super aggro. They don't really have engines. If you keep the board under control, I think most of their top decks are pretty underwhelming. A lot of 1/1s and Lieutenant and 2/2s. A lot of them don't really care about Baleful Strix though, which is wild. But I think being on the play here is gonna go a long way. Let's play first. Oh man, this hand is so close to being good. Just needs a blue source. It's got Bolt. It's got 2 lands. It's got Force and Tameo. I think I do need to keep this. I didn't side any lands out. We're pretty live to hit, but yeah, it's a little scary. Cavern off the bat on Soldier. Zach Fair. Pretty sure I just bolt that. Alright. Let's play Tamiyo out. Lacking a removal spell now, but I assume this deck will struggle to beat Tamiyo. Can hope. We have another soldier. This card, sure. I don't think haste is a big part of White's identity here, so if I just tap that down with Kaito, I think I'm in solid enough shape. Nimble Obstructionist is nice. Alright, we'll do that. Always on the lookout for removal spells. Tap it down. Hopefully I can force something soon. And I'm also hoping 3/4 will just be bigger than... Okay, yeah, I'm not forcing anything. It's not a creature. Oh, hello. Sheltered by ghosts, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Yeah, I'll force that. I wish I could nimble it, but yeah, it doesn't work like that. Ward 2, yeah, this is a nightmare of a card. And I think I'm pitching... Yeah, that's a tough one. I think it's nimble. Yeah. Yeah. But if they have another one, that would be rough. Okay, no follow-up. Ponder's nice. Flipping Tamiyo sounds pretty nice. So if Kaito finds a land, that could be pretty good. Bolt, also good. But I can't have it all. Well, yes, I can. Activate this clue. Oh, that's the third card, though. Oh, yeah, I'll just play Tamiyo first, then. Activate this clue token. Trigger Tamiyo. Got 2 planeswalkers. Plus Tamiyo. Keep an eye on that. It might not be insane to just get a lightning bolt out of the graveyard. I can also fizzle Sheltered by Ghosts, right? If I bolt that in response. I don't know if they'd walk into that. Wasteland finally shows up. We knew it was a possibility. Yep. Alright, they're not going to do anything. I'll just bowl right now. This doesn't have flash, right? No, it'd be quite powerful. So removal spell, a combat trick. Can't do all that. Alright, let's get an attack in here. If it's turn 5 and I'm ahead on board, I'm not incredibly worried about this matchup, but we have to, yeah, something like this could happen, and we could lose. Okay, that's better. Loch Mare seems good. Say no. Cast the Strix. I think I got Loch Mare after that. Grab a bolt. Should deal with most everything. Witch Bless Meadow. Gets zapped in. Witch Enchanter. That will destroy Strix. Pretty good. Can reanimate it. What was next? Cling to Dust. I think I have plenty of things to spend my mana on. I think I can live without it. Bolt there. Yeah. Drawing a lot of lands. This could slide out of control. If I wasn't already so ahead, Fatal Push is perfect. Then the Bloodstained Mire. Should be pretty much all our lands by this point. Reanimate Baleful Strix. Edict is great. There we go. Plus Tamiyo. Play this land. Play Loch Mare. Say go. I think we're good. We have a win through a sweeper. If they play like Wrath of God or something, I can attack with Kaito and get Bolt back with Tamiyo. If they play like a bunch of blockers, I should be able to get through that too, but with Push and Edict and Tamiyo. Champion of the Parish, yep. Coppercoat Vanguard. I think I still am just making Loch Mare bigger this turn. 1 card left. I think we got this. Another land. Alright. I think we start with Edict here. And then we can just Fatal Push. Alright, sweet. Always scary to face an aggro deck. Glad we were able to get over the line. And that puts us at 3-0. Not bad. Here we go for round number 4. Yeah. Feels like a weird tempo hand. No basics in sight. I'm not going to throw it back. I wonder if I should hold up Cling to Dust, though. I don't know. I feel like I got weirdly punished for oops all spells situations and stuff like that. Turbo Reanimator, I don't know. Just also, I think they'll sculpt differently seeing a Badlands here. I mean, no one's going to play around End Step in Tomb anymore, but, you know, if they Wasteland me, I can just cycle the Cling. Where is this tower? Oh boy. Well, I think I'm definitely playing a Loch Mare here. And we're just going to try and go to town. And hope going to town is good. I reckon Force of Will buy me one turn. Oh, never mind. This is Blue Post. Well, they just zapped that in. Do they have Disruptor Flute? Bowmasters is nice. Yeah, I'll just attack. I wonder if I really need to maximize my damage. I think I can do that with Bowmasters as well. But what did they hold this up for? I didn't block, so sure, I'll get a point of damage here and draw a card. Why not? If they flute on Force of Will, it's kind of double-edged, right? Because they play that too. Glimmer Post, I hate it. Card always messes me up. Stock up, it's not my fight. Just want to let everyone know this is not a great matchup. I should cycle this Cling right now. It should be any other card. And they're going to discard to hand size, which I find interesting. I don't mind getting other Badlands here. Yeah. Sometimes you'll win by unloading a bunch of lightning bolts. Or sometimes you draw Narset. Yeah. What'd they discard? Stinkin' to Pooper? Oh, Stinkin' to Pooper. That's a good one. I'm sorry, that's so stupid. I don't know why I found that so funny. Okay, cool. Moving on. I'll take a Ponder. That's it for 2. It's now the One Ring, slightly less threatening, but stock up and Karn still solid card advantage engines. Cloud Post. Yeah, their mana's coming out pretty slow here, which I really appreciate. I think I ought to bolt them. I kind of regret not playing Bowmasters. Stifle. I was not expecting that. That's fine. My hand's already pretty good, so let's Ponder rather than Brainstorm. Take another Force. Let's try and tempo this through. Play the Strix as well. And then I need to decide, am I getting a point of damage here or playing Bowmasters? I think Bowmasters is better. They might be kind of hoping I don't have Force of Will, in fact. Glimmer Post. I really don't like this card. 7 mana in the pool. Is this Ugin? It is Ugin. Taking out Narset, sure. Force of Will. No argument is refreshing. But I'm kind of running out of stuff here. I need to get this game over with. That Glimmer Post is an unforeseen complication. Play Bowmasters. The way they went after Narset makes me feel like they are trying to... Well, actually, Ugin draws cards, so... Okay, Kaito's pretty darn good here. How do I maximize damage? It would involve, like, playing Bowmasters again, which I feel like is not amazing. I can put them to 2. I don't think that is good enough. So I'm going to take Strix back to my hand. Now I kind of wish I did have that Brainstorm, because I could Brainstorm into 2 bolts. I'll need a land too. That's kind of asking a lot. Edict, Kolaghan's Command. I'm really just interested in Force of Will right now. Ponder, look for Force of Will. We hit. And Lightning Bolt. Super. Alright. Glimmer Post will be annoying, but I think we'll be able to fight through it. The One Ring, I'll force. And they'll concede. Alright. Yeah, we played very aggro, but it really helped that they came out incredibly slow. Stealing game 1 feels nice. Let's take Price, Hexing Squelcher, these Red Blasts, Consign, of course. I guess that's about it, huh? Trim on Reanimate, and Barragoyf. Badlands, Cling to Dust, Cling to Dust. Last cut's always tough. It should be Lightning Bolt, just because it gets invalidated by, like, Glimmer Post so easily, but it's not bad against Karn. They are a one-ring deck. They're an Ancient Tomb deck. The dream is burning them out. I only have one price because I haven't played against Blue Post in a while, and I wanted to play Hexing Squelcher instead, but I'd really rather have 2 price in this scenario. This is a matchup you kind of, if we're being honest, we're kind of hoping to dodge in a tournament setting. We are hoping, like, it gets knocked out of your tournament bracket. It's kind of what we're hoping for. But I am an expert on this deck because I played it for a donation league, so nothing to fear. Just kidding, I'm not an expert. The league was actually pretty excruciating to watch, I'm sure. What is the last cut? Probably Strix, actually, yeah. Okay. Let's get back in there, eh? I hope I don't have to mulligan. Ah, man, this hand is pretty frickin' underwhelming, but there is a Force of Will, Tamiyo. I just don't even think Tamiyo's that good in the matchup. The Force is nice. I like that part. Let's just mulligan. That's better. Put Brainstorm away. No, put Lightning Bolt away. Yeah. Right? I think so. Tower, go. Alright. I feel like it'll be pretty important for this Ponder to hit Force of Will. If it hit Force of Will, land Bowmasters, that would be like, oh, okay, cool. Now it just needs land Bowmasters. Calling it. Can even take that Edict if I want it. Albeit, you know, I should mention this is less powerful on the draw. And they could just, like, you know, play Planar Nexus, yep. And then, like, Force of Will. Whatever I try to do. I think I'm going to let Karn resolve just by my better judgment. There's other things I need to fight over. Should have kept that Bolt, it turns out. They grabbed the One Ring. This might feel like kind of a loss, but also remember it's more about kind of like engaging them enough for a turn. Like if they tap out for this ring, that would be nice. I hope they don't play like another Saga or something. Or Tower. Okay, I'm calling it, but I'm also calling it in the wrong direction, of course. Force of Will. They let it go. I'm also surprised they had a One Ring in their sideboard. That might be kind of normal for this deck. Karn goes up, you got it. They're not showing any blue mana, so I don't need to worry about Stifle on my Ninjutsu. Play Bowmasters. Ping Karn. They could have latticed. Double black. Might be important if I draw Thoughtseize. Sure. Alright, you attack player, you attack Karn. And we'll try and take Karn out here. It works. Opponent lost life, I can draw a card now. There's Thoughtseize. It's probably necessary, unfortunately. But yeah, they could just drop a bomb here and, well, it'd be rough. Cloud Post. Kozilek's command X equals 5. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 4 top, 1 bottom. Okay. Double Thoughtseize. I don't know how good that's going to be. Might just hold up Nimble Obstructionist if I'm allowed to. Block them all, yep. They are making mana. Eldrazi Confluence. Yeah. I guess I should Thoughtseize. Jeez. Well, I really feel like I have a chance here, but they also went 4 top. Alright. I need to know what I'm drawing soon. Hexing Squelcher seems fine. They wouldn't be able to counter what I do. So what do you think they put on top? Thundertrap Trainer with Offspring? It might have been good to Nimble Obstructionist that. See what they come up with now. They could always miss when they hit stock up. Surgical Extraction, that one I'm not as concerned about. Unless they Surgical Thoughtseize right now, that'd be pretty annoying. They'll cast stock up, sure. Well, I'll be. No Hexing Squelcher for me. That's so funny. Can't believe I didn't cast that. Oh yeah, I couldn't cast the last turn. Their hand was full of lands. So funny. All right, what do I get? Brazen Borrower. It's not bad. I need like consistent way to deal damage. Flying seems like a good way to do that. I'll plus. Price of Progress only hitting for 8 right now. They play Glimmer Post. They'll gain some life too. 8 mana in the pool. It's Ugin. I mean, they probably have another colorless spell, let's be honest. I think I just need to let this go. Even though it sucks. I don't want to. We're super far behind now. They're going to Force Will this. So good. Probably go to the next game pretty soon. Pyroblast. That would have been good on the Thundertrap Trainer. But yeah, I'm just so far behind now. We're going to hope to not mulligan this time. And also, yeah, just have a better game. I hope they keep Surgical Extraction in. That might give us the little bit of equity we need to get through. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This progression is quite strong on the play. I feel like I need Ponder to come up with something, though. It's got to be Force Blue card, pretty much. Opponent's keeping 7. Bolt, Tameo. I'll shuffle. Tameos anyways. So I could still rip Force and have it be Force Blue card. Still get the Kaito in. Inundated Archive tapped. You got it. Shoot. Not a great draw. But I am relieved that they didn't play like, you know, a super scary land on turn 1. That one's a little scarier. Barragoyf. It's quite annoying. Can't bolt it either. Play Bowmasters. Ping there. More Bowmasters. That actually could beat it if they block. If they force, it's kind of crazy though. Could play Tameo as well. Alright, play Bowmasters. We're in. Nice. Don't get to do that often. Play Tameo. Brainstorm would be nice. This Undercity Sewers burn a hole in my hand. Karn. Karn ticks down. Finding Pithing Needle? Oh, explosives, sure. Well, time to get Tameo back to my hand, I guess. Or are they going to try and do it on Bowmasters? I don't know. Consign's nice. Alright. You attack them. You attack them. You attack Karn. Oh shoot, I just remembered Stifle. Yeah, they could stifle this. But they don't. Close one. Alright. Activate. Perfect. Top. Might not get at that Brainstorm if I have to consign this turn. We'll see. They need an island, though, if they want a Sunburst for 2 colors. They've got to have something better to do than Engineered Explosives, though. Cloud Post. The One Ring. Yeah, I'll try to counter it. Stifle? So then I do get to draw the Brainstorm. Yes, I will let this go. Force of Will. Tight. So now I get this Brainstorm, which is pretty nice. If I hit Bolt red card or red source, I'll just want to plus with Kaito, I think. So yeah, I think I will Brainstorm first. No. I mean, I could look again. Might be worth doing. Brainstorm. Shoot. That was a bummer. Triple land Brainstorm. It always hurts. Just gonna have to hope Consign's good enough here. It usually is. I can replicate it. Alright, we'll put those both in the graveyard. The next card could be Bolt, but it's too late now. Snapcaster Mage. That's pretty good too. Alright, hang in there. Cloud Post, making tons of mana. The One Ring. I'll replicate. Alright, we got there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be back for the trophy round. It's been a pretty uncommon league. Alright, here we go. Very funny hand. Unfortunately, I have to mulligan. This hand is pretty frickin' boring. I don't know. Last time I was up for a trophy on the channel, it did not go well. Oh, it's Oops All Spells. Okay. Wow. Yep. We're not going to get an Undercity Informer past the turn situation. I wonder if I had mulliganed again and hit Force of Will, things would have been any different. This version does have Pact of Negation, and I see 4 of them in the graveyard. Dang, yeah. Bridge from Below. Poxwalkers. I don't really want to count the Poxwalkers. Let's just let them cast Cabal Therapy and go from there. 2 Poxwalkers. Okay, got it. Okay, that's game 1. Y'all know the drill. I think I will take Squelcher. It turns off Pact of Negation, huh? Surgical. Consign. Edict out. Mountain. Swamp out. Oh man, trophy against Oops All Spells. That is pretty intense. Capture McColgon's Command. Am I forgetting anything? It's pretty late at night. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Every blue card is in. Sometimes I bring in Fatal Push. Oh yeah, I usually do bring in Fatal Push. Because it's better than like... Well, right now I'm feeling like not doing that. Got 4 bolts for like a Douthie Voidwalker plan. I could swap a bolt for Fatal Push. It might make things a little more seamless. I think this is fine. Let's hope for some good luck here. Yep, that'll do. Keep that. I'll Thoughtseize on turn 1. Opponent takes a mulligan to 6. Not uncommon for Oops All Spells. Let's grab a Badlands and Thoughtseize them. I will take Balustrade Spy. They have Pact Negation. Jeez. I'm gonna reanimate it next turn. Although, if I reanimate that, Lotus Petal, I need to hit a black source so I can take the Pact of Negation first. Nimble Obstructionist. Yeah, I'm just gonna Thoughtseize them. Take Pact. Cast Ponder. Cling. I just really want a black source, but I don't think I can pass up this interaction. I want to end the game quickly as well, so I think I will just reanimate Balustrade Spy and then force, what's it called? Memory's Journey. Passing the turn. So if they drew Pact of Negation this turn and packed my thing, they still have to Memory's Journey to prevent themselves from losing, but then they'll have 2 cards in their library after their draw step and be able to just win, right? Well, then I could consign the Oracle trigger. I think that seems fine. Memory's Journey, Pact. Okay, they don't have Pact. Great. Well, it's Giant. Yikes. They've got a plan B. They've got a plan B. I only see 1 Memory's Journey, so that's cool. Alright, force that. Great. We cleared a hurdle. Now I need to clear a hurdle 1 more time, and we'll get a trophy. And if I don't, we will get a 4-1, which is a great record. Ah, wow. So crazy. This is what it all comes down to. A little stressful. Just gotta relax and keep a good hand. Yep, Force of Will. I'm keeping. Please mulligan. Shoot, they're keeping 7? That's insane. Oops, keeping 7 is insane. Petal. Dark Ritual. Balustrade Spy, I'll force. It worked. That's a relief. Alright, I think I will Thoughtseize. Dread Return there. Alright, take Disciple. Hope they don't rip Reanimate off the top, I guess. They did not. Now there's a little more leeway here. There's my land for Baraglyph. Send it back. Boggart Bog. Yep. Surveil. Keep Surgical. That one's good. Try and fade another turn here. I could extract Balustrade Spy right now, actually. That would turn off Reanimate as an out. Might make the Consign a little worse. Nah, I'll just wait. Scary. Really scary. Whoa. Check this out. Bolt. Surgical. Snapcaster Mage. Surgical. Take all your spies. Very good. Alright. That should defang the deck. Missed completely on Baraglyph. Oh my goodness. It's been so long since I got a trophy on camera. That feels great! Oh my god. And I'm in 5th place. Well, I'm tied for 5th place with a lot of people. Hey! Hey, hey! Alright, this is getting embarrassing. I'm too happy about this, but feels good. Feels good to finally get a trophy on camera. And it's always fun to put a ridiculous list out into the annals of MTG Goldfish and MTGTop8.com. Another win for Fire Covenant. Hexing Squelcher. Didn't get to use it, but I'm gonna put it in the thumbnail. Oh man, it is late. I do need to end it this video. It's coming out tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I think this was a really fun and wild league. We even faced a non-meta deck in the humans deck in round 3, so that was really interesting. Oh geez, Oops All Spells. It's always such a thrill. I do love that deck. Alright, I need to go edit this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the Patreon. If you would like to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Also supports the channel. It's completely free. Yeah, list feels great. I don't have a ton of feedback except Loch Mare is awesome. And this deck is awesome. So I'll see y'all next time.